Combining your engulfing candlestick chart pattern with the ability to detect a change in the market's direction can be super powerful and really help your trading. I'll show you how to do it now. The engulfing candlestick chart pattern is super useful when you can actually combine it with the previous momentum of the market to detect the change that the pattern is famous for doing. Now, of course, it doesn't guarantee anything and all trading is at your own risk. However, doing this is actually pretty straightforward if you use this episode combined with the previous one where I showed you how to build the bullish engulfing candlestick chart pattern. I can't wait to show you how to do it, and it'll only take you about 3 minutes, which is awesome compared to what it could have taken you before you came here, so check it out. There's a few things you need in order to complete this episode. First, I really recommend that you check out the previous episode on building your own engulfing candlestick chart pattern detector. You can have your own, of course, but this will just make it easier. And secondly, I really recommend that you have a working MetaTrader 5 terminal so that you can test that it's working straight away. Finally, if you really want to have a simple development environment, check out my episode on the AI-powered dev environment. It'll save you tons of time in your future development and it's all free to use, so completely up to you. Anyway, let's get into the code. Here's the actual bullish engulfing pattern here, and we're going to be passing that into a brand new function which we'll be building on this episode. To do that, we'll head down here. And we'll call this our turnaround bullish engulfing candle detector. We'll make this a boolean. The purpose of this will be to return a true if it detects a turnaround, or false if it does not. Once you get those true and false values, you can then pass it into your trading function as I've outlined on other episodes on my channel. This downtrend period that I've just mentioned here is actually going to become an input parameter which we'll put in near the end once we've got this done. The reason we add this in is because whatever number of candles we want to go before the engulfing, we then need 2 extra candles in order to detect if there's been an engulfing. Then we'll go ahead and get the data of the last 2 candles. So we'll use our IOpen function that we use down in this onTick. We'll change this to be 0, which means the current symbol. So this will work on whatever chart you've got open on your MetaTrader 5. Then we'll go ahead and check if there's been a bullish engulfing. So if bullish engulfing. By the way, if you're wondering what IDE I'm using that gets me all these cool code completions, check out my episode on building your own AI-powered MetaTrader 5 dev environment. It really does make life a lot easier for you. So first we'll start by checking if the last down period candles are bearish. So we do that for int I equals 2, I less than the downtrend period detector, then I++ to increment it by 1 each time. Each time we just get our open and close for that specific candle and make sure that the close is greater than the open. What we do here is we get the open and the close, and if the close is greater than or equal to the open, that's a bullish candle and we return false. If all of that passes, then we can return true. Finally, we finish off the function by returning false by default. So if none of these conditions are met, then we're going to return false. Finally, we're going to add a new input to our trading bot here, and that's going to be our int, and we'll make that a default of 3. Effectively, what this is going to do is look at the 3 candles before the engulfing candlestick pattern and make sure that they were all bearish in nature, thereby identifying a classic turnaround for this. Of course, all trading is at your own risk and there's no guarantee that this pattern is accurate. I'm simply showing you in code how to go ahead and do it if you wanted to. Finally, with all of that information there, we can actually get rid of this and update it to check if a bullish turnaround has happened. Like that. Pretty cool. Let's compile it. No issues with the compilation. We'll add it to our MetaTrader 5. My market over here in Australia is currently closed, so it's not actually going to work, but we'll just add it on there anyway. There it is there. Place it, and you can see here that our 2 inputs, the bullish engulfing multiplier and the downtrend, both in there. Push OK, and it will go ahead and start working for you. In the next episode then, we're going to look at the bearish engulfing candle and do exactly the same. So I'll see you there.